Yo, what's up? I want to make a bowling game in Pygame, but I don't really know how I'm going to do it. So I decided, why not take you guys on the journey to try to make it. Um, so let me get the basic setup going. I got the title. You recognize the reference? Alright, so I'll just be like, start with this. Make an FPS 60, go into the game loop. Okay, and then I'll check for key up, I guess, yeah. And I'll check if you hit the escape key. I'll check for keys here. Alright. Cool. I got the screen here. So let me fill the screen with a color and make it white. I'm gonna update the display here and then set this tick rate to the FPS. And let's run the program. Nico, let's go bowling. Alright. So let me start by drawing a bowling ball at the bottom of the screen. So I guess I'll just draw a black circle. Okay. Onto the screen. Make it black. Maybe like halfway through the screen. So I'll just do like, I don't know. I don't really want to do like screen get width divided by 2. Whatever. I'll do that. Screen get width divided by 2, and I'll do like close to the bottom of the screen. So I'll do 450. And 20 radius, 0 width, which means it'll be a filled in circle. Let's see what that looks like. So I got my bowling ball. I usually like to write comments of what I want to add next. Usually makes it easier. So yeah, I want to draw, let's start with 3 pins. So I'm going to draw 3 pins in a triangle formation at the top. Alright, so I guess I'll do rectangles. Alright, so let's go ahead and draw a rectangle to the screen. We'll make them gray, I guess. Rectangle value. So it'll ask for the X, the Y, and the width and the height. Trying to think of like if I'm doing 3 of them, if I want. Well, the height and the width will be the same, but the X and Y will be different, so I'm just going to make variables up here for that. So I'll just be like pin, should I be like pin top left or something? Pin top left, maybe. Pin top right, and like pin middle. So I'll do the middle one first. It'll be probably this value again. And the y value will be I guess I'll just say 100. And I'm just gonna start with that. Okay, so that's the pin middle. So that's gonna be for the X and Y. Oh wait. Pin middle. That's already, no, wait. Pin middle. I guess I'll do it like, nah. Pin middle X and Y. I'm gonna split it up, I think. So, pin middle X, pin middle Y, and okay, so there we go, pin middle Y, and then pin height, pin width, I'll make 2 more variables for that. So height. So the height would be like 20. No wait, the width would be 5. This would be 10, whatever. Okay. Boom. And boom. Okay. The width will be 0. They're going to be filled in. I'm going to make the radius like 15 so it's rounded. Let's see what it looks like. See what it looks like. Oh, that's a small pin. Alright, so I'm going to make it more like wider. Make it wider and taller. So 40, 10. That's legitness. That's legitness. It's not really lined up like in the center, but we're getting there. We're getting there. So I guess I'll draw the next 2. Right, draw 3 pens. So I'm gonna make these gray as well. Pin middle. Okay, so I'll do uncomment these. I guess we'll just use this and then just like offset it. So I'll make this like minus 50 and this will be plus 50. And pin middle width and height. So this is actually just gonna be pin width and pin height. It's gonna be like the same thing for each pin. So okay. Okay, so I'm gonna use these for these. Alright, yeah, I did X and Y for each one. This is getting interesting. So that was 100, so I'm gonna move it further up, so I'll move this like 50. I can even do like layer 1 height, or like layer 1 Y is the same I could do that. I don't want to though, so. Pin top left Y. Then I'll do like, so this would be X, this would be Y. So this would be 50. I'm gonna do a little trick here. Split that. Whoa. The heck. Okay. So I have X and Y, X and Y, X and Y. Let's see what's going on down here. Alright. So this is going to be X, X, left Y, and right Y. Alright. I think that's already good to check. See what it looks like. Look at that. Looks pretty interesting. They're kind of far apart. Maybe I'll make them less far apart. So instead of, you know, I'm gonna make something called offset, so I don't have to change each one. I'll make it like 30. And then it'll be minus the offset and plus the offset. Okay. Alright, I got my pins. Okay, so what do I want to happen next? I could do like a simple ball moving forward. So I'll do that. Let me exit out of that. Draw 3 pins and triangle formation. Alright, so now ball moves forward. Okay. So to do that, this position is going to have to be more dynamic. So I'm going to make something called ball Y and ball X. How about that? Bowling ball X and Y. And I'm just going to use this. I think this is 450. Alright, see if everything is good still. It is. So I'm just gonna make the ball go forward. So I guess the bowling ball Y will decrease as it goes up, right? So bowling ball Y minus equals 10. Look at that. Professional. I think I want the ball to be drawn last, so it looks like I'm rolling over the pins. This is pretty scuffed. What? Oh, I'm starting to get some ideas here. Alright, guys. I'm starting to see the vision, actually. Look at it, like, rolls over the pins there. So maybe the next thing I'll do is check collision with the ball. I'll write this down. Alright, so, or I can add user control so you can actually like move the ball. I might do that first. Nah, I'll do collision first. So I'm just gonna, I guess, change the color of pins that collide with ball. Okay, so now I need to make this color into a variable called, actually each one's gonna have to be their own one, I think. So like pin color, or I don't know. Pin top, or pin middle. Pin top right and pin top left. And then hair, I'm just gonna, what the heck? Or whatever. Color. Alright, so they're gonna have their own colors. They're all gonna be gray. So I'll make something called default pin color equals gray. And they're all gonna be set to default. And instead of gray here, they're all gonna have their own. This is middle. And then top left, it's gonna be this one here. Yep. And then top right, it's gonna be this one. Boom. Okay, so let's see if it still works. Cool. So now I want to change this color. I'm just gonna do a really simple version. If the ball, I can check collision since this is a rectangle. I don't know actually. Wait, let me think about this. Change color of pins that collide with ball. So I gotta check for collision with the ball. I gotta check where the ball is. Okay? So I'll just say if bowling ball, I guess I'll just check the Y. How do you, isn't there something called like collide rect? Oh boy. Oh boy. I don't know how to check collision, I'm not gonna lie. It's not coming to me right now. I mean, I could turn it into like a rectangle object with like this, but I don't really want to do that. I probably should though, right? Because then I'd have like 3 rectangles. I don't really want to do that. Maybe there's a better way. There's a better way to do that. I can check. No, I don't see another way of doing it. Alright, it's going to be a very small change actually. Because. So I'm going to condense these into 3 rectangles. Pin middle rect equals pygame.rect. And then I'm gonna use this. Or maybe I'll use this. I don't know. I guess this. Alright. We're getting there. And then pin width and pin height. Okay. And then so that's middle, top, right? And then top left. Alright, alright. Top right. So I'm gonna use this. Boom, boom. Okay, and now I'm gonna change it down here. So, I don't know. Let's see if this even works. So this is for the middle. This is for the left. That one. I don't know if this is even gonna work. But I mean that's the whole point, right? You don't know. Just test it, fix it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's see if that worked. Okay, it didn't break anything. That's cool. So now I can check collision with these rectangles very easily. How about I just do it with this ball here? If I'll check the middle one for. Alright, how the heck do I do this? Collide point, maybe? Not sure. Not sure, guys. How about the bowling ball? So I need an X and Y. Is that so? Is that gonna work? And I'll just say if not. Does that make any sense? Oh, that looks like it did something. That did something for sure. But it stops a little bit too late, and I think the reason is it's checking the middle of the circle. So maybe I'll subtract the height of the circle, which is 20. I think it's 20. Because the radius is the same as the height for a circle, right? Oh, it seems dark out there. Nope, it's not. Okay, so look, it stops at the pin. All right. And I guess I'll check with, I'll do the same for each pin. So, you know, you could aim wherever and then throw the pin. So top, I was hoping it would just pop up, you know. Top left, yeah, top left, yeah, and then top right. There's gonna be a 3-pin bowling, pretty budget. What am I doing? Top right. Okay, let's see. Uh-oh. All right, we got a bug here. We got a bug. All right, I got an easy fix. Instead of -10, I'm just gonna make the velocity 10. Yeah, just velocity equals 10. And I'm gonna do minus equals the velocity. And on default, I'm going to, you know, move the ball. And then if it does collide, I'm just gonna change the velocity to 0. All right. So velocity equals 0. So if it minus equals 0, it won't move at all. That's the idea. What the heck? Oh, I keep pasting. Okay, here we go. Boom. Let's see if that works. Oh, look at that. All right, now I'm gonna change the ball location in the start. See if it still works, if it collides with something else. See, that's an issue. That is an issue. This is why we test things. Okay. There's an easy solution here. I can draw small rectangles under here and then check collision with those. Is that what I can do? Alright, so I guess I'll start by, let me write it down here. Draw collision rectangles for pins. Alright. So I'll do it for just the middle pin to start. So the middle pin. Pin middle. I'll just you know what I could do? I think instead of collide point, I could do collide rect. I don't know if that would work. I don't know. What does this do exactly? Like how? All right. So what does it want me to do? Oh, I need a rectangle. I need a second rectangle, right? That of which I don't have. But if the bowling ball becomes a rectangle, then I'm chilling, right? So I'm gonna make the bowling ball into a rectangle just like I did for up here. So bowling ball rect be pygame.rect. Let's see. So X and Y and the height I guess 20 and or that's the width. Well, it was 20 by 20 because it was a circle before. What? Oh, tripping, bro. Tripping. Alright, there we go. Wait, no. I think this should be right. Let me just run it, see what happens. Yeah, don't worry about that. Worry about that. There we go. Alright, we're cooking. We're cooking. So now that I have a bowling ball. Oh wait. So I'm not gonna draw a circle at all. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw a rectangle for the bowling ball. It's gonna be black. I'm gonna use the bowling ball rect 0 width and border radius of 20, so it's gonna look like a circle. Yeah, I forgot about this. Just don't worry about that. Oh, maybe 40 by 40. All right. Also, it's not in the center, so I'll put that out there. So we like minus 20. Okay, it is not moving. It is officially not moving. So that is alarming. Bowling ball, why? What is happening? Okay, so here's what I'll do. I need to address this object right here when I want to move it. So I think I'm gonna say bowling ball rect dot top. There we go. Okay. We're getting somewhere. And now I can do this collision. If pin middle, so if the pin, I should like write it more semantically. If the top of the ball, I'm tripping, bro. I don't even know what I'm trying. Wait, okay, yeah. If the ball collides with the pin, with that pin, yeah, then set the velocity to 0. See if that works. Look at that. Okay, so if it collides, and then I'm gonna check. I guess I'll do something similar for the other two. Okay, so pin top right and pin top left. All right. So I'm gonna set the ball at different spots here. So let's do 60. And look at that, see, it collides there, and then I'll do plus 60. Okay, it goes right past it, which is actually good. Oh, snap, heck, 30. Alright, look, okay, so it collides specifically with that rectangle there. This is very good. And maybe I will turn that specific one to a different color. So pin middle color equals red. Pin top right color equals red. And pin top left color equals red. Alright, check it out. So you can see where you know, it hits the pin. Alright. So I guess the next step is to add user control. So I'm gonna check if the user presses spacebar. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give arrow keys to move the, so here, I'll write it down. Arrow keys to move ball left and right, and then space bar to launch ball, okay? So in order to do that, let's see. Tell me, I'll check here. If event. Actually, no. I'll check here. If keys, key, or Pygame, what in the world? K arrow, or left, okay. If left. And then also do right. Bowling ball X will be changed. Bowling. What do you guys think about this Windows update thing going on, guys? I don't know. Anyway, minus equals. I'll do velocity divided by 2, whatever. And then plus equals. Okay. And I'm just gonna comment this out for now. See if this works. Uh-oh. That doesn't work. Why is that? If keys... Oh, I know. I gotta go to the rectangle itself. So bowling ball rect left. So, you know, I turned into a rectangle object. So I have to, so I can, you know, aim the ball. I can go off screen. Not gonna worry about that right now. Okay, now I want to launch the ball with the space bar. So I guess I'll just velocity. So I think after I hit spacebar, I'm gonna turn a flag to on, and then it's gonna activate this. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking right now. So like I'll just say if launch flag, then do this, and then I'll say in here event type this, but instead I'll do space. Then set launch flag to true, and then I'll just set it to false to begin with. Okay, so this is saying if you let go of spacebar, it'll set this to true. If it is true, then it'll activate this. I think it'll work. Let's see. So I'm moving, hit spacebar, and I launch it. That's pretty cool. Now, there's only one problem. I can control the ball with my mind when it's already launched. I don't want to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the left and right controls if the launch is activated. So I'm just going to check if and not launch, right? That's all I'm going to check. I think that'll work right away. Okay. So yeah, I'm hitting right and left after hitting spacebar, and it's not moving. But I can move beforehand. I'm gonna try to dodge it, but I can't move it. I hit that pin. This is a pretty scuffed bowling, guys. But yeah, step by step, and you know, keep adding features. And yeah, this could actually look pretty crazy good. I'm not gonna lie. But okay, that's cool. That's cool. I want to be able to move the ball a little faster when I'm aiming. So what I'm gonna do is actually velocity times 2, and I'm gonna add. Here, I'll write it down here. I'm gonna add boundaries for left and right, so you can't go off screen and shoot the ball off screen. And I'm just gonna put that into the left and right controls right here. So I'll put another and. I guess I'll just check this. You know what I could do? I could just do a different one where if this, basically like if it's off screen, just reset it. So if this is less, oh geez, if this is less than 0, then it equals 0. Or maybe, yeah. What the heck? Then it equals 0, and then if the right is greater than the screen width, then the right, or will equal the screen width. Alright. So let's check how that looks, guys. Now that is an issue. I don't know what happened there. Oh, if it's greater, then my bad, my bad. Alright, so I can't go off screen. It's all cool. And maybe I'm gonna add a reset button, like, so I don't have to exit the program every time I want to test. So I will do that here. I'll just say key R. Yeah, so it's gonna set launch to false, and it's gonna reset the ball Y to the default number, whatever that is. I don't know what that, yeah, this. It'll set it equal to this. So see if the reset button works. So I hit R and it resets. Oh gosh. Okay. So we got another bug on our hands. Here, I'll explain the bug, unless you already know what it is. But if you collide with one of these and then reset, you can't move and it's still red. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to reset all the pins. Top left. What the heck? And top right. Set all these to alright, to the default. Okay, that will set it back to gray. I would assume. Let me see. Okay, so the colors are set, but I still can't move. So I have to get my movement back here. So velocity 0. So velocity is stuck at 0. I guess I will set velocity back to 10, right? Wouldn't that make sense? Heck yeah, dog. Alright, we're getting somewhere. So I can reset it, the color changes back, and I can move. Do I really want to knock the pins over? Maybe. Alright, I can try that. So instead of stopping the ball, I'm going to make the ball go through, but the pins will remember that they've been hit. After I do that, I'm going to end the video for now and maybe come back to this. So I'll write down what I want to do here. So I want to keep ball moving after hitting a pin, and keep pin red if hit. Okay. So really, I mean, this doesn't seem that hard, right? I literally just don't change the velocity and that's it. Am I right? So like if I hit 2 pins, let me try to hit 2 pins. Oh my gosh. Alright, I'm gonna make it mouse controlled instead of arrows because it's kind of hard to aim. So let's get the mouse position. I'm gonna say mouse position equals pygame dot mouse dot get position. I guess I'll just get the X value. So I'm going to explain this real quick. This returns a tuple, I'm pretty sure. So I'm indexing to grab the first of that tuple, which is, it outputs X and Y, so I'm getting the X value. And instead of this, I'm not going to use this. No. I'm just going to say, how about this? If not, yeah, I'm just going to do this. If not this, then the movement will be based on the mouse position, I guess, yeah? That's it. That make any sense? So yeah, I can move the... Should I make it like you can click? Nah. Also, this is kind of ugly. Look at this. Alright, so I'm gonna try to aim here. Well, I got 2 that time. Alright, so it's a lot easier to aim. Alright, I get 2. This is scuffed, guys. Alright. Imagine adding physics and all that. I could do some kind of physics. But I think this is a good starting point. I got like the basics set up. Yeah, guys. So if you really want to see me like flesh this out, I don't know if I can flesh it out, but just continue how I'm doing. Like just keep you want to see me like keep adding small things over and over again until it's something pretty cool. Then definitely let me know in the comments below. If you made it this far, you're a real one, for real. And yeah, thanks for watching it. If you want to see more stuff like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be doing a lot more coding on this channel. So yeah, if you're into that stuff, stick around, guys. And yeah, have a good one.